Hi there, and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. This is actually my third attempt to do this video. The first few videos was not saving to my phone because I didn't have enough space on my phone, I found out. But anyway, I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. I just want to share something with you guys. I usually post my videos on YouTube, but I'm going to start putting them on Facebook. Actually, just started doing my videos again, but I want to start putting them on Facebook. Because I believe that everybody can benefit from it. So this video is specifically for people that's been experiencing getting in and out of relationships that have not been working. And I just want to share some tools that I've used when I was going through some hardships like that. One of the things I want to say is if you just gotten out of a relationship, or even if you're in a bad one and you want to get out, just get out. If it's not working out for you, just get out. I'm talking if you're not married yet. If you're not married, you don't have to work on it. You're not legally connected, binded with that person under God or anything like that. That's when you're single and relationships just not working out. You can just leave. All right. Even if you're in a really bad marriage that's not bearing fruit, you can leave. I've done that. I mean, some of them it means you too much harm than good. So, I mean, anyway, but my point is, if you just got out of a relationship, be single for a season. It is okay to be by yourself for a little while. Being by yourself does not equal lonely if you're utilizing your time right. You need to be by yourself for a season so that you can give yourself enough time to heal. When you go from relationship to relationship, you're taking on all of those spiritual soul ties. You're accumulating all of that hurt and frustration and anguish, and you're never getting healed. You have to be alone for a season. Be alone with yourself. Be alone with God. Ask God, why aren't my relationships working? Because sometimes it's not even, yes, we may not be being treated right in a relationship, but a lot of times it can be our fault too. Because a lot of times we're not treating ourselves right. Because a lot of times we stay in relationships that we know aren't doing us any good. We know it's not bearing any fruit. And we make a decision to stay. That's not treating ourselves right. And I know I've done it years ago. But when you keep going over the same thing over and over again, it's time to start growing up. It's time to start learning. And some of us don't know how to love ourselves. Ask God, show me how to love myself. Show me how to appreciate myself so that I won't settle for these type of relationships anymore. God, I want you to make me the type of person that will wait for the person that you have for me. Give me your strength so I could be strong enough in my single time. And when you're alone with God, He'll reveal to you who you really are, which is royalty, which is valuable, which is purposeful. You have a purpose. You are lovable. You are unique. You are beautiful. You are more than a conqueror. You are above only and not beneath. When God reveals to you who you are, you will not settle. You will not settle anymore for these relationships. You'll wait. You'll wait for the right person to come along. And you'll know that person. You don't even got to spend much time with that person. As soon as they open up their mouth, you'll be like, that ain't it. Or you'll be like, all right, this one got this up here. He okay for now. But I'ma still just be single and work on myself, Just be single. Get to know God. Get to know you. Get to know how valuable you are. All right, so that's the first one is be single for a season. Spend time alone. Spend time with God. The third one is to learn who you really are. I already said that. When we learn who we are, and we get self-worth. We just don't tolerate certain things, and we are willing to wait. All right. Another one, change the way that you see men and women. Stop saying things like, there's no good men out there. There's no good women out there. Because, as I said before, our words have power. So if you are a person that's always saying there's no good men out here or there's no good women, guess what? You're right. There's no good men, there's no good women out here for you because you just manifest that out your mouth. Change your words. God says, call things as not as though they were. Even if you have not, have not been experiencing relationships with good men. Start saying, well, God is preparing me for the person that he has for me that's suitable and adaptable for me, that's going to love me the way that I deserve to be loved. You know, start saying that out your mouth instead of saying there's no good men out here, no good women, because there are good women out here. I'm a good woman. There are good men out there. I know good men. All right? So you got to change your words and you got to change your belief. Your belief. We don't attract what we want. We attract who we are and what we believe. So if you want a good man, you want a good woman, change your words and change your belief. Well, you got to change your belief and then your words will start to change because God said out of the heart flows the issues of life. So the only thing you're saying out your mouth is what you really feel in your heart. Change your heart. That's something that God will help you with during your singleness time, your season of singleness. Let God do a work in you. Let him teach you about forgiveness, how to forgive those people that hurt you, and most importantly, how to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to stay in situations where people wasn't loving you the way that you deserve to be loved. All right? So let God do a work on you on forgiveness, let him teach you how to love. Again, not just love people, but we got to love ourselves first. Learn to love yourself, because when we love ourselves, we don't let people treat us in a way that we wouldn't treat ourselves. You know, we wouldn't. You know, I just hear a lot of stories. He did this to me and she doing this and I'm getting tired of this. But when you're really tired, you don't put up with it no more. Instead of keep saying what you're not going to do, you just wouldn't do it. You know? And it'll come. Because when you're really sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you know when you had enough. All right? All right, and lastly, I think I have one here, be the kind of person that you're looking for. A lot of us saying that, well, I'm waiting for God to send me this type of man. I'm waiting for God to send me this type of woman, and they're not even that person themselves. I see somebody post on Facebook before, a guy, he said he waiting for God to send him a godly woman. But he will always, now I'm not judging, I'm just giving you an example, but he will always post him having like these sexual relationships, or he'll talk about having sexual relationships with like different women. Do you really think God will bless you with a godly woman or a godly man while you're sleeping with all of these people? God can't fill a space if there's already something there. He can't pour new wineskins into old wineskins. You got to get yourself together. Again, we don't attract what we want. We attract who we are. So if you're a person, or, you know, you're saying you waiting for this type of person to come, but in the meanwhile, you're with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Sue, Lou, and whatever, though, that's what you're attracting, because that's who you are. That's what if you want to attract better, you have to be better. You have to become what you're seeking. That's why we are human beings. We are human, but we are beings. You have to be whatever you want. You have to become that. If you want, just like you want to be successful, you have to change your mindset into a person that's a successful minded. You got to start doing different habits instead of doing the same old habits that you was doing before. If you want a certain type of relationship, you have to be the type of you have to develop the type of traits that you're looking for in a spouse. All right. So what else I have? Oh, and then lastly, while you're working on these things or getting yourself together, that's when they come. They come when you're not even looking for it. You know why? Because you now became this person that you were seeking. Now you done attracted that person. It's not that these people weren't there before. They were always there. Good women, good men, they always around. They just have not been coming to you because you got work to do. You either have somebody already in that space that you don't really want in the space. You're not really treating you right, but you're settling. So it's already somebody in that space, or you haven't become the person that you're seeking yet. And so I'm just gonna cut this video short. I hope this video helped someone. If it didn't, I mean, whether you agree or disagree, a lot of things that I just said here, they are true. I've done them. I tried them, and it worked for me. I mean, whatever works for some things don't work for everybody. You know, to each his own. But the one thing that I do know, you do have to be single for a season and allow yourself enough time to heal before you go to another relationship. You got to. All right, so that's the end of this video. All right, thank you. I hope this benefited someone. All right.